Hello, people of the internet. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, a happy Thursday to all. This is a brilliant day indeed because we get to carry on with Giuk's solo comeback release. Let me tell you, scratch the title track. Oh my good Jesus. It was so good. It was genuinely, I had so much fun with it. The song was great, the MV was great, it was everything I wanted and more. And I made the comment, if the title track is this good, what is the rest of the EP going to be like? Well, let's answer that question, shall we? Because we get to listen through Giuk's Rise Waves EP, or his second mini album, the Rise Waves mini album. I'm so tremendously excited for it. There are some very exciting features in here as well. Leedo of One Us, Mamamoo Moonbyul is on here, a little bit of RBW family collabs going on, and this is just going to be so much fun. So, let's get into it. If you're new around here, have never been around for an album listening with me before, if this survives content ID checks on YouTube, timeline below is going to be chapter based off of whatever song we're listening to, so if you want to skip ahead to a certain song of your choice, you're more than free to do so. And yeah, I've got album credits pulled up on my phone, so I'll be reading off of these, and yeah, let's just go full send one time. DJ, roll the intro. All right. So at the time of recording, which is around 1 p.m. Central Time, the day after the album is dropped, I have not yet been able to find a complete collection of lyric videos for all the B-sides, so we're just going to do the YouTube music releases. It makes my life a little bit easier. It's able to have everything condensed into one little playlist for us to use. So let's get started. This is track number 1, Intro. Foreverest. Lyrics by Giuk, composition Giuk, and gray dot, arrangement gray dot. Now, I'm gonna hazard a guess, just based off of his solo debut, that this is gonna be just laced with Giuk credits everywhere, and if that's the case, I find that great. So, here we go, 1 minute 40 of an intro. Already, song in 3, the mixing gives it that dreamy effect. We're off to a great start. Oh, it's really pretty. Hold on. Oh, thank God it's not over yet. Oh, a little distance there. No conclusion. Oh, now hold on a second. Foreverest is a very pretty song. It's got, I say this on a lot of these, but I'm gonna keep saying it because it continues to be applicable. I'm a string player. I played violin growing up, so whenever there's a pop song that incorporates a string element in it, I'm really gonna enjoy it because I can relate to it. But the strings in this, mixed with the really just soft, reverby vocal effect, really does give it this kind of dreamland aesthetic to it. And I think it's brilliant because the way the song grows, it's so gentle. But once that flourish comes around, it's actually quite a big flourish, but you don't really notice it all that much because the lead up to it was so long and so gradual. And it just feels like it just swells, it swells, it swells, and then it's like a natural wave crashing onto the beach. And I love the sound styling of this. The sound stage is really good, the mixing is really good, the instrumental choices are really good. And I think it's a brilliant way to start the album. Although I don't really know what the connection is to Scratch, because Scratch is a pretty intense song. And I think that intensity would be accentuated if we were listening to it in order. Because usually, Scratch would follow this. But since I've spent time on it with the MV, we're going to skip it and move on to track number 3 on the album. This is Block 123 featuring Miss Moonbyul of Mamamoo. Oh, this is going to be so much fun. I love a little bit of Byul one time. Whether it's, we're getting rapper Byul or vocalist Byul. Oh, I love Moonbyul, man. I mean, she is my bias in the group in Mamamoo, so I am a little bit biased, but freaking adore Moonbyul, man. And then the fact that we get Moonbyul and Giuk together, and it's not like an RBW family, like, radio show. Oh, this is so cool. All right. So, Block 123. Lyrics by Giuk, Koko Dubu Appa. Composition, same. And then arrangement, Koko Dubu Appa. All right. Here we go. It's bright. Also, peep the vocal harmonies one time too. They're subtle, but they're there. I wonder if he's gonna do the same thing as Psycho Cybernetics, where he kind of flip-flops between the digital, like, pretty aggressive and like the lighter, brighter stuff. Also, how is Moonbyul gonna fit into this? And how's Moonbyul gonna fit in this? Vocal Moonbyul, hell yeah. I was about to make a comment saying I love how we're getting softer, higher vocal Moonbyul, but we got some lower vocal Moonbyul at the end there. I really hope that's not it. I hope we get more of her in this. I was expecting kind of a change into the bridge. Hey, a little bit of ABAB action. Stack 'em. I was expecting a little bit more of a change, but it went pretty straight through. I'm not mad at it though. I love the little call and response action we got in that bridge there. A little bit of tasteful auto-tune in the background. wait, that was really pretty. That was really pretty. Hold on. Oh, wait. What in the manner of all that is holy is happening outside? Ah, it's the bin man. Okay. Block 123 is such a pretty, like, kind of light-hearted song in a way. Admittedly, I don't know what the lyrics mean. So maybe it could be one of those songs that's quite light and bright, but could be the most depressing song in the world. I wouldn't know. Having said that, oh, the song is very bright and it's very nice. And it's honestly not the type of song I would have expected with the Moonbyul feature, which I think makes it even better in my eyes, because Moonbyul is the rapper in Mamamoo. She's extremely good at her craft. Her solo career has shown us that she isn't just a rapper. She's got some vocal chops as well. But when you think about Moonbyul as a feature artist, I feel like this type of like light, bright song is not what you expect, and it makes me love it even more. Because Moonbyul's voice on this song is such a nice fit. She's got this like lightness, and her tone in her like mid-range, I think, is such a nice complement to Giuk's vocal range in that same area as well. And I think their tones complement each other really well. And the fact that it wasn't just get her on a feature and then that's like be all end all. The fact that we got her back kind of like scattered throughout the bridge, do a little bit of vocal harmony, do a little bit of call and response, do a little bit of A-B action. I thought, oh, we got all the varieties of a feature artist in this, and that makes me so extremely pleased with it. But I wonder, is the next song going to be a little bit darker? Because if that's the case, we're following the same pattern as Psycho Cybernetics, Giuk's first album. So, this is track number 4. This is Overtake. Lyrics by Giuk. Composition Giuk, Jon Da-woon, medium rare cookies, and 859. And same with arrangements. Hell yeah. Okay, where's the meter here? Interesting octaves. Oh, this song is growing a lot quicker than I thought. Oh, this song's even growing again. Okay, hold on. Okay, this is not the release I expected from this. And then we're back into this kind of slow and steady pace. What? That release is kind of wild. Also, the meter for this section is really weird. There's like a slight bit of syncopation going on that makes it really hard to follow. Yeah, Overtake, though, is definitely the most rap-heavy song we've had on the album so far. It's definitely rhythm-influenced. Like, the flow is very rhythm-reliant, the instrumental part is very rhythm-reliant. But I think it's a nice switch-up, especially after a very pretty melodic one like Block 123. Oh, hell no. Where did that 808 come from? Hold on. Okay, okay. Giuk, you'll be getting a doctor's bill from me because the amount of whiplash I'm experiencing in this song alone is insanity. Also, this final chorus kind of shreds. Hold on. Okay. Overtake as a song is insanity. There's so much going on. But as a song to showcase the range that Giuk is capable of, it does a great job of it. So let me explain. Overtake for me has about 3 or 4 main genres going on with it. It's got the arcade racer vibe, arcade racer vibe type 2, which is that final chorus. If you want to include those two in the same category, sure, go ahead. It's got that filthy 808 like trap drop. And then it's got this kind of really quite charming, pretty almost New Jeans oh my god opening vibes a little bit. Or OMG opening vibes. Those are 3.5, 4 very different genres. And this song isn't essentially just laced with the mid-song genre switches. But I think that's the charm of it. And if you really want to showcase just the pure range in not just vocals, but like genres that Giuk is capable of, and not just capable of doing as an artist, but capable of incorporating into a song, into one song. Yeah, this one's kind of brazy. I can't lie. That final chorus though, once the guitar starts shining, is very much arcade racing game vibes, and I love it. I kind of want an entire song of that vibe, if I'm being brutally honest, but that's a trip, that's for sure. Alright. Happy or Not, this is song number 5. Welcome to the second half of the album, ladies and gentlemen, everyone in between. Happy or Not, featuring Rare and Grey Dot. Giuk, Grey Dot, and Rare on lyrics, composition, Grey Dot on arrangements. Here we go. A little fingerstyle guitar action. Okay, so we're getting the kind of heaviness back. It's got the emotional, like, angstiness from Scratch. Definitely, I think, the most digital song we've had now. The way the verse goes, where it kind of repeats one line over to add one extra bit, is really interesting. It's caught me off guard twice now. Oh, they really extended that last part of the verse there. That's kind of cool. I like that the song kind of allows for that. Sometimes pop songs will not allow you to do that. And I like that kind of every phrase and every verse throughout the song has a distinct kind of rhythm pattern that doesn't overlap with any other part of the song. It keeps listening to like the verses very fresh. A little twinkle at the end to finish. Happy or Not. Very interesting song. This one, I feel like instead of going back and forth like we did with Psycho Cybernetics, it's kind of like a progression. Like we are getting more digital and more rap heavy. But I don't mind that. You know, we've seen Giuk do the more digital stuff, more heavier on the auto-tune and more rap, more digital production rather than actual physical band instruments. And I think that's great. It's really showcasing the kind of range that he's capable of musically. And I think Happy or Not is a very cleverly written song where it's got the flexibility to accommodate different voices, different flows, and even go as far as extending the verses to better accommodate the song. And I think that's really interesting because I mentioned before, like, not all pop songs have the freedom to do that. And while it might be a little bit difficult to keep track of on first listen just because you don't really know that that extension is coming up, I think it works. I think it works. And the production side of things, like, especially in the instrumental where you've got that quick finger-style guitar, electric guitar, it kind of reminds me of Ichika Nito, the Japanese finger-style guitar YouTuber. Very talented, very talented. But it's kind of like his style of finger-style guitar, and I quite like his style, so I like that. I wouldn't even be mad if we got a little bit more of that in the mix, but nothing to complain about, really. Right. Penrose Stairs. This is song number 6. Penrose Stairs featuring YongYong and Leedo of Us. Oh, this is going to be very fun. I'm slowly getting into Us every era as we go. And Leedo, during Baila Conmigo era, very much surprised me. So I'm curious to see what he's going to sound like on this. All right, lyrics. Giuk, YongYong, Leedo. Composition, Giuk, YongYong, Leedo, Living Puff, and then Giuk and Living Puff on arrangements. Here we go. Okay, okay, okay. Vocal harmonies. There's been a surprising amount of them this album. I like that he's leaning into the rock side. Penrose Stairs is kind of like this era's Time Machine for me, with the style of it. Like, it's got the chugging kind of 2000s rock sound. It's pretty quick. And then I'm guessing that's YongYong. YongYong's tone is actually very charming. There's a little bit of like a buzz. Oh. Bring her back in for the chorus. Unison. Hi, Leedo. Show off the pipes one time, Leedo. Let's go. On a second guitar solo? Oh my goodness. Spoiling me, Giuk. You're spoiling me. Okay. That's what I'm talking about. Oh, I love the intensity of it. It's so fast. It's so nice. The guitar shreds. The beat rips. And honestly, the feature choices are so good. Like, YongYong taking the higher vocal part, Giuk in the middle, Leedo down below. I think that's so cool. And also, yeah, once again, Leedo, the boy's got some pipes. Oh, man, okay. Maybe that won't be as much of a shock for people who know ONEUS for a long time, but as someone who really clocked on with ONEUS this year, like my first release properly learning ONEUS was that Pygmalion album. So earlier in the year. And then, of course, my first comeback with them was, or I guess my second release first comeback with them was, what do you call it? Was Baila Conmigo. And listening through that EP, Leedo was standout for me. It was very cool, very utility-oriented. And once again, utility-oriented. But man, Leedo's low range is such a nice offset, I think. And same with YongYong's high voice. Her like kind of fuzzy, a little bit buzzy textured high tone, little thinner, I think really fills the high end of the song out perfectly. And then just, I'm a sucker for like rock-based stuff, man. So this was always gonna be good. And yeah, this so far might be B-side of the album for me. I mean, Block 1, 2, 3, I think I like primarily for the fact that it's Moonbyul on it, but it's also a very just like nice and chill song. But Penrose Stairs, this one kind of hit different. All right. 2 more to go. This is My Blue, lyrics by Giuk. Composition Giuk and Grey Dot on arrangements. Here we go. Don't really know what direction this song is gonna go, because it doesn't feel inherently bright or inherently dark yet. This is a busy song. For like the kind of chilled, laid-back pace that this song has, is actually quite a busy song. Like, the drum part is doing all sorts of stuff. The vocal part has a lot of mixing going on that keeps changing it up. He's using his lower tone here too. Wait, is this will see the verse then? So did it go straight through the chorus? Or was there really no big release that we got in it? Because I'm pretty sure this is a verse again. Interestingly, I see connections to Foreverest, the intro song from this album. It's very dreamy, very atmospheric. Hello, bass solo. Pop off, Giuk. I'm surprised it took until song 7 on the album to get like a very clear Giuk bass solo like this on the album. Or at least the most pronounced one like this. And even though that song is on the shorter end, I felt like the resolution there was in the right spot. My Blue, yeah, very cool, very atmospheric, and I quite like the mixing of it. It's one of those songs that's neither bright nor dark. It just kind of plays. It's very ambient. I think the reverb in the mixing helps with that regard as well. It's very nice to listen to. I like that this song takes advantage of Giuk's lower vocals, because I feel like we really haven't gotten too much of it on this album so far. We've gotten some bits and pieces, but having a song where he just stays in his lower register, this is like the first one we've gotten. So I think that's really cool. And as a song that's made to showcase the lower end of his repertoire, you know, whether it's the bass solo or his lower vocals, I think My Blue is a very good way to show it off. Yeah, very cool. I didn't think that Foreverest would connect to a song this late in the album, or with a song of this nature. This is a very modern take. Like, Foreverest was very pretty, almost elegant in a way. It had nice, pretty strings. The chords were very mellow, but they also rang out. And My Blue, very much more modern, a little bit more energetic than Foreverest, but also still has the same kind of listening effect to it. Right, this is the final song on the album listen. This has been a pretty good album so far. I've thoroughly enjoyed it. But this is Outro Dresden. Lyrics by Giuk and Kauhaxi. K-A-U-H-A-X-I. Kauhaxi. Composition, Giuk, Kauhaxi, and then Kauhaxi on arrangements. All right, let's finish this album strong, shall we? I've also clocked this outro is a full-length song, not just like a 1 minute 30. We're back in the triplet motif. Modern trap beat kicking in. Okay. Where are you gonna spin this, Giuk? I was not expecting, like, spinning a trap beat into this kind of waltzy ballroom vibe to work so well. It's also getting louder. Yeah, this works for me. Oh, this is kind of cool. Flip up there one time, Giuk. I love a good song written in 3. There's just something about it that you can't replicate anywhere else. I think the piano sounds a little bit lower now too. It's like the sound keeps evolving throughout the song as it progresses. Oh, heavy on the crash. And then we're in this modern beat with this shoulder string part. Why does this work so well? Throw in a little bit of quick cadence one time. Wow. Okay. Outro Dresden surprises the album for me. I did not expect to like this much. It's just the cleverness of spitting that modern beat into a very traditionally classical, like waltz type beat, and really pulling it off. Like that continuous pluck shoulder string section, dun 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 dun. Like that's persistent throughout the song. And I wasn't sure how it was gonna work once it really got spun into a modern type beat, but it really works. And the way that this song kind of grows from the classical kind of ballroom feel to that modern beat with that trap launchpad beat in it should be a lot more like drastic on paper, but it really doesn't come across all that sharply when I listen to it. And I love that about it. And then yeah, as the song just like continuously evolves into like the different sounds, Outro Dresden kind of takes, it feels like it almost takes elements from the various songs, whether it's the vocal filtering or the cadences, how the vocals are layered, how the song itself is layered. Oh. Usually when a song is labeled outro, it's like a minute long. It's, you know, very much along the cases of the intro. So I didn't really have a lot of expectations going into it, but Outro Dresden is a very cleverly written song. Okay, that album was a lot of fun, and I thoroughly enjoyed it, as I expected it to be, considering, well, this is Giuk we're talking about, and his musical brain is always big brain indeed. I still do think song of the album for me is Scratch. Like, Scratch is such a well-written song in all aspects of the word. Like, the song itself is really good, but the emotional factor that you can just hear throughout the song, I think, is really good. The like engineering going into it is really good. The instrumental track has everything I want from it. But B-side of the album, I'd probably say Penrose Stairs. I think the kind of sheer offset you get from getting not just one but two feature artists that are so different from Giuk's vocal is so clever. And of course, pair it up with a pretty chuggy, aggressive like rock beat, I was gonna like it anyways. Like, it's the same reason why I like No Celestial off of the Anti-Fragile album by Le Sserafim, is because it's got that kind of punk rocky sound to it, and I love a good rock sound. And Penrose Stairs for me really fills that for me. But the feature artists do really kind of bump that up a couple notches for me. But overall, yeah, the album is great. The album is great. I expect nothing less than greatness from him, and it lived up to expectations. And this era was a whole lot of fun. And I do believe that we are coming up to a point where we're gonna get YongYong and Kanghyun back soon, right? I'm very much looking forward to that because I miss my guitar shredding boy and Mr. Sweet Vocals one time. Like, sure, we got the 3-Wee project earlier, and we've gotten 2 Giuk solo projects now, but one, we just aren't the same without Yonghoon and Kanghyun in the lineup, man. So I'm looking forward to what they have coming up once all 5 of them have reunited. And of course, where Giuk goes with his solo career, because, well, let me tell you, the trajectory he's on is gonna be scary. If he continues to improve at this rate, oh, he is gonna be so cracked next era. But that is it from me today. Thank you all for watching along with me. Hopefully you enjoyed it as much as I did. One last request from me today: let us work together as a community to bring a little bit of extra happiness back into the world, whether it be, checking with your friends and family, holding the door open for somebody, or even picking up a piece of trash off the street. Just one small act of kindness to maybe brighten up someone else's day to day. And know that wherever you are in the world, should you ever be going through a tough time in your life, for whatever reason it may be, even though I'm just some guy on the internet who waffles about music in his free time, know that I will always be a friend, an ally, and a shoulder to lean on whenever you need me. So take care of yourselves, take care of each other, spread the love, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.